Cool. All right. Hello. My name is Kobi, and I will be introducing our project, the Avnet Null Search Bot. First off, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Brian Eisenberg. He's the on-site search manager at Avnet. He is the one who's sponsoring this project. And here is our contact information. So a little company background. Avnet is one of the world's largest distributors of electronic components, and they are headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona. So they distribute anything from integrated circuits to high-speed routers to any company that is in need of their services. So they are recognized by Fortune magazine. So pretty big company. So where our problem comes in, Brian came to us with a so basically the purpose of the project is to create a search bot that will search through Avnet's site and return a list of results from key terms. So our product will read in a list of given search terms from a given spreadsheet in Excel format and search them on Avnet's website through the search bar. The program will keep the data on the search keywords, like the number of results, or if it was a null search, which means it doesn't come up at all. And then the results will be recorded on the same Excel spreadsheet and returned. The project will be used only by the employees at Avnet, so it won't be a commercial product. So it's strictly for the company. And yeah, so that's pretty much our problem background. Go ahead and hand it off to Will for requirements.
Hi, I'm Will Driggs-Campbell. And so the requirements for our project are that we are given an Excel sheet, and in one column there will be all of the given keywords, or which can be anything from dog food to a certain part number, and it will search it and it will return in the second column whether or not it was a null search and data based on the search itself. And so our bot that we are creating needs to update the second column and just return it in the same exact Excel sheet. So here's our use case diagram. Basically, the Avnet employee opens the file, and then the bot will process the list, and using the Selenium WebDriver and the Gecko driver, it will search it on Avnet's site through Mozilla Firefox, and then it will return the is-null result into the Excel spreadsheet, and then the Avnet employee can access it. And here's our user story. As a Avnet employee, I want to be able to run the search for a list of keywords in a CSV file without having to do each one manually, so that I can know what part of Avnet's inventory is missing. And then onto our prototypes.
Hi everyone, my name is Lingtao Ge. I'm part of the Avnet Null Search Bot team. I want to talk about how we approach the problem with prototypes. So since we have a wide variety of technology stacks to select, we decided to just do a bake-off and each do a prototype to decide what's the best solution to the problem. So I did prototype 1, which is using the Selenium Google Chrome driver to automate with the Python script. The reason why I chose Python is because it's a widely high-level language that is well suited to do stuff like file I/O and also interact with the Chrome driver. Since our targeted platform is Windows by our client, it will also run very well under the Windows environment. One of the problem we ran into is that the prototype, we are able to access the Avnet compile page, but when we search for terms, it is blocked by the digital security team. This is one of the error that we encountered. Now I'm gonna head out to prototype 2.
Hi, my name is Arturo, and I worked on prototype 2 for the Avnet search bot. So for my attempt, it was very similar to prototype 1, except I was using Java and HTML unit on Eclipse. It basically, creates like an API on websites, so you can you can return searches and input data and return it back into HTML where you can analyze it and figure out what like the results were. It's just like prototype 1, I also had the same issue where it was blocked off. So my HTML unit is GUI-less, so there's no way to see what's going on. All you get is the HTML. So we're not too sure like if it's being blocked off or not.
Hello, my name is Tydin, and I worked on prototype 3. My prototype was slightly different than the other solutions. My attempt was to use simple JavaScript to simulate the act of using a search box on search for terms. And the eventual goal was to create this into a plugin that would then be installed into the browser and then ran through the browser to allow the program to continue to work. Current drawbacks were figuring out how to get it to work with Excel and to return the results without losing the progress that was made. Our solution ended up using the program to fake the user agent, and this allowed the program to pretend that it was a valid browser. We'll talk with Paul, who ended up building the prototype that worked.
Hello. My name is Paul. I was working on prototype 4 over this past semester, and my version of the prototype ended up using Python as well under the Microsoft operating system, but I chose to use a Mozilla Firefox instead of Google Chrome just to see how we can get around the security issues that we've encountered. As a result, the Null search bot uses the following Python dependencies. I ended up using Mechanize, Selenium, OpenPyXL to open and work with the Excel files. Py2exe, which is going to be used to compile the program into an executable file, so it will be easy for the Avnet employees to run the program. And also JDCal, which is actually a dependency for OpenPyXL. The current state of the program is that it's running. It is returning results. There are a couple of bugs where either it will crash due to getting an invalid page, or just getting like some erroneous results. So there are a couple bugs that make the program crash, but we were able to successfully get around the security problems and get the Null search bot running.
Here's our progress. The whole project is to make the list of keywords search not null and give other external results if the answer cannot be found within the website. And then the prototype started to build several weeks ago, which were based on Python, Java, JavaScript, and they were trying to access the web page to do automatically searching. So currently we have this one working prototype that Paul just introduced, and then it will be working on expanding the bot to work with multiple browsers and the websites in the future. So here's our timeline table. On the week of February 12th, we had our first meeting with our sponsor, Brian, And we established the general specification of the requirements for the project. We also finished the project initiation document. In the following weeks, we had a group meeting every week to discuss how to start the prototypes. And then in March, we had our prototype started. The prototype 1 used the language of Python, and it was able to access the company page, but it was blocked when searched for terms by Avnet Digital Security. And then by the end of March, our sponsor whitelisted and assigned IP address to resolve the problem of blocked web page when searching for terms. And then in April, we have the working prototype that was able to parse through the first list of search terms and then determine if they were null. And it uses Gecko to drive and access Firefox. And then for our future plans, there are 3 main goals. The first one is to work for multiple browsers. Our current build uses Gecko driver to access Firefox and run the searches. For other search engines, we will have to implement their corresponding drivers. And then second goal is to work for multiple websites. Our currently project is built only works for Avnet's site because the custom null search result page. Our build knows it is a null search based on this page, and it will need to be justified for use on other websites. And then we need to analyze and chart the results of the searches.
So here's Chenguang Li. I'll be introducing the data analysis part, like how we're gonna analyze data after the implementation. So after the implementation of our product, our customer is interested in running the bot every 30 days, so they can try to collect the data and analyze it regularly. So to analyze the data, we can use Google Analytics or other statistic analysis tool to analyze it like whatever they want. And I think the most important part is we can maybe add some add-ons so they can sort the result by specific terms or results, so they can just see what they want in one list. They don't have to visualize finding what they really want, like one by one manually. So here's all the presentation. Thank you. How to close the part?
Nice.
Thank you.